Okay. Now next, we'll consider the equilibrium condition. The structure is said to be in equilibrium when resultant force acting on it is equals to 0. Okay. The structure is said to be in equilibrium when resultant force is acting on it is equals to 0. Okay. So just if I consider example of a tug of war, okay, rusty cage. Okay. So in that case, suppose both sides people are pulling the thing on their side, okay, but still suppose the to which thing they are pulling, that thing suppose at steady position, that means the force applied by the left hand and right hand side people both are same, the force applied is same. Okay, that means you can call this as a structure is in equilibrium. Okay, so for equilibrium condition, just consider example of a tug of war. Okay, next, what are the static equilibrium conditions? Again, I have used the word static. There are two types of equilibrium conditions, static and kinematic. Okay, here we have to deal with the static equilibrium condition. Okay, static means steady. So again, there are two parts. For plane structure, that is 2D structure, and for space structure, that is 3D structure, 3-dimensional. Okay, for space structure, we are going to use these three equilibrium conditions. Of course, we have gone through this equilibrium condition in first year itself. Okay, and for space structure, for analysis of space structure, we have to go through these 6 equilibrium conditions. Okay, now next, come to the determinate structure. What is meant by the determinate structure? So if the structure can be fully analyzed by using only these 3 equilibrium conditions, then it is said to be a determinate type of structure. Remember, what is determinate structure? Just by using only these 3 equilibrium conditions, if you are able to analyze it completely, that means it is called as a determinate type of structure. Okay, you are able to analyze completely what it means. So suppose you are given a beam, simply supported beam, and if you are asked to find the support reaction, if you are asked to draw shear force, SF diagram or bending moment diagram, if you are asked, and if you are able to draw that diagram, shear force diagram, bending moment diagram, by using only these 3 equilibrium conditions, that means that structure is called as determinate type of structure. Okay. So now next, opposite of it, there is an indeterminate type of structure. That means to analyze a structure completely, just the only equilibrium conditions, only I'm saying, only equilibrium conditions are not sufficient to analyze indeterminate type of structure. In addition to equilibrium condition, we should know compatibility condition also. Okay, so that is called as an indeterminate type of structure. That is the structure which cannot be analyzed completely by using only equilibrium condition, that is called as an indeterminate type of structure. And to analyze this indeterminate type of structure, you should know equilibrium as well as compatibility conditions. So now come to the compatibility conditions. Compatibility conditions are related to the support condition of the structure. These are related to the support condition of the structure. Okay, so consider the translation and rotation at the joints of the structure. Consider translation and rotation at the joints of the structure. That means we are going to find out the compatibility condition for that structure. Okay, so for example, I'm going to consider here a propped cantilever. So this is a propped cantilever. A is a fixed support, at B there is a roller support I have provided. provided. So these three are the compatibility condition. So how to write this compatibility condition? So first of all, come to support A. So A support is a fixed support. Okay, A support is a fixed support. Of, of course, this is support. That's why there is, because after any force, there will not be any translation. Okay, that is a translation means there will not be any deflection at joint A. So delta A must be 0. Of course, here delta B in vertical direction. Delta B in a vertical direction must be equal to 0 because there is a roller support. Okay, if you apply vertical force, it will not go down. This point B will not go down. Okay, that means at A and at B, deflection at that joint will be equal to 0. Remember, compatible conditions are written with respect to the joint. Okay, so first of all, you have to refer directly at joint. Okay, so A support is a fixed support, and fixed support does not allows rotation. Does not allows rotation. That means theta A, rotation theta must be 0. Theta must be 0. Okay, and roller support allows rotation. Roller support allows rotation. There will exist some theta. Okay, there will exist some theta. So what are the known things in this case? So these are the known things. Writing out the known things means we are writing the compatibility condition. So here delta A is 0, delta B is 0. We know that in vertical direction, delta A and delta B is 0. Delta means deflection. And theta. So here theta A is 0 because at A there is a fixed support. Fixed support does not allow rotation. We have seen that. Okay. So these are the comparative conditions. So this is a propped cantilever. To analyze this propped cantilever completely, we have to use equilibrium condition as well as the compatibility condition. Likewise, you can analyze this indeterminate type of structure completely.